Hello, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and right now we're checking out footage of Lavender Jones in the pirate tank because he was an absolute menace. He was a bully, he was a beta, and he kept flaring at the tetras like a beta would. And quite frankly, his temperament did not do well. He just keeps cornering the tetras, and tetras are a schooling fish, so they feel better in group setting, so he kept trying to corner them to make them feel intimidated, and this overall is not a good setup for the betas. But this is just kind of a shot right here of just how beautiful he is, um, and like why his name is Lavender Jones and everything. But yeah, so I had to make the decision to switch Lavender Jones and the snack that smiles back, Goldfish. And right here is a nice example of what it looks like when I say the beta is flaring at the other tetras. He's puffing up his gills like that, and that's a nice example right there of like what you don't want to see in a community tank that you're trying to do with a beta. And this temperament is just not good. It's not going to work for long term. Yeah, and this is the day that like I decided to move him because he's being like extra aggressive and extra fast. I didn't slow those first couple clips down, but he's just like this is after feeding them and whatnot too, so he's just active and trying to get everyone. So, and my only true recommendation for people who maybe want to do a beta community tank is only do it if you have a second option to put that beta in if that beta's temperament does not fit well with other fish, because you'll just end up with a whole bunch of dead fish if you don't have that second option. So this is me just trying desperately and failing to get Lavender Jones, because not only is he a feisty boy, he did not want to let me pick him up. It was impossible. It took me a long time to get Lavender Jones out of the tank. He kept swimming down to the bottom, and it says 3 minutes later, but it felt like it took forever, and I ultimately just had to use my hand. And for Lavender Jones, by use my hand, I mean I try to like carefully coax him up to the top where I can just try and use the momentum of the water and the as the cup goes down to kind of swoosh and swoop him up into the bucket. But he knows what's going on and he doesn't want me to let him catch him. And here I almost get him and see. Alright, and okay, I gotta recover from that miss, so I'm just gonna move this beta log out of the way, and he is swimming up by the thermometer right there, and so I'm gonna just boom, scoop him right then and there. But I snatched him up. Look, see, he's right there. Beautiful. And then, with Goldfish, she kind of just let me literally pick her up in my hand. And you see me kind of like panic right here because I don't have water in the cup, and she's in my hand. And I'm trying to think about how to make this smooth, and then I just have to ultimately put water in the cup, and I don't know why I lifted her up that fast, but I dropped her in right away. And so because of that, we had to do some freeze frames in front of the camera instead of me holding her up for you guys to see her swimming around. But she is a beautiful thing. She's a glow beta. It's very, very interesting. She glows in the black light, and she's got some dark spots behind her gill that's kind of turning into a peachier color, and the same on the bottom fins as well. And she's just coming out as an overall beautiful fish. She has some black spots as well, and she's gonna have a beautiful transformation. I cannot wait to see it. Because she is a glowfish, and I think I heard a rumor, I don't know, something about the DNA that makes a fish yellow, that to hold like the glow also has geniuses for red. And this is me putting some plants in the tank because, of course, I had to get those plants. I had to get those plants for the tanks. I just want to quickly circle back to the gene stuff, and say that I don't know what I'm talking about. I am pulling information out of the crack of my ass. I do know that glowfish are kind of debated because, like, you're actually altering the DNA to get a glowfish. But the truth is, I really wanted a yellow beta. Like, if I'm being honest, I really just wanted a yellow beta. And getting a yellow beta that's not a glowfish costs a lot of money that I don't have. and I just really want a yellow betta. So here we are with the snack that smiles back, goldfish. But yeah, this whole time that I've also been switching the bettas, I've been putting a lot of new plants in, and for the most part, they're doing okay. Um, but I'll kind of talk about where the bettas are right now and their acclimation to the new tanks, because it honestly shouldn't be that different. My only flaw with the tanks right now is that the 10 and 15 gallon aren't the same temperature exactly. They're like 4 degrees different. Oh my god. Um, but ideally, the water parameters should be the same in the 10 gallon as the 15 gallon, so I'm not too worried about the waters mixing. Because ideally at the end of the day, I should be able to use some of this tank water to start a 5 gallon if I needed to, or like for an emergency or something, like, and like same as the water that is in the 36 gallon hexagon that I am teasing, because that's my mom's Christmas present, is me getting that back and up and running for her, and we got a bunch of snails in that already, so I'll work to get footage on that, but regardless, this was a fun video. I'm gonna say that because I got fun new gadgets, I got a fun new microphone, and this was a fun video. I hope you guys stick around for the rest, because like this is a 1 week update after like I swapped them, and you can kind of see that Lavender Jones is starting to get his colors back. He's not as dark as he was in the other tank, but that also might just be because this is a lighter tank in general, but he's looking good. The snack that smiles back, Goldfish, is doing a wonderful job with her tank mates. She's getting along well. She's hiding in the pirate ship. And I just want to take a second to admire Lavender Jones. Look at his left fin. It's red, and his white, his right fin is blue. It's wonderful, and it's majestic, and oh, I love it. And then this is just how Goldfish has been getting along with the temperaments of the tetras in this tank. She's getting along perfectly fine with them, and then I just kind of want to remind you how uh, Lavender Jones was with them. He was being a little, you know what, I'm going to say it, he was being a douchebag. Yep, he was. And this is her. She's generally minding her own business. And here you could see the shot on her fin where she's had a little bit of a black spot. And she kind of has a little bit of one on the tail. It's kind of a little bit translucent right here. Here's her peeking out in the little sides of the ship. Her upper lip is just a little bit darker than her lower lip, and her gills are beautifully a peachy color. But she's a murderer, because she just murdered that snail, and I'm pretty sure she murdered the other 3 snails in the tank, because their shells are empty. Anyway, if you are still listening and watching this video, go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because this is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Also, hit that bell for updates, because who knows what I'm going to post next, and who knows what I'm going to do next, so...